we have in total received 11 tourists, including my current visit. And what are the previous figures? By this time, usually we should be expecting more than 20,000 visitors. And now I'm only the 11th visitor of this park for today. And now I'm inside, and I could tell that there are very few people visiting the park. And can we imagine that in old days, we could count about 20,000 people by this time of the day inside the Ocean Park? There were shuttle buses and also some personnel sticking to their work position, but apart from that, very few people visiting this place. This Laohutan Ocean Park is a very widespread zone for tourism. However, in this vast place, only few people are visiting. In old days, you have to queue for quite a moment in order to have an access. And for some very popular stadiums, you have to queue again. And now, in the epidemic period, you don't have to compete with the other visitors. You can enjoy a very free visit. We're about to visit the stadium for the polar animals. What is the status quo of those animals and creatures inside? Let's have a look.
是大世界吉尼斯之规模最大的极地海洋动物馆。那现在这个海洋动物馆的一个情况是什么样呢？我们要请到我们景区的工作人员一起来给我们介绍一下。你好。
Maintained a Guinness record of Shanghai Big World, and this is one of the staff. I've noticed that the aquarium has postponed its activities, yes, upon the request of the government, but all the staff are on duty. Even though there are no more visitors coming to our aquarium, we still have to feed and accompany those creatures inside. So for our aquarium, it's closed for visitors, but still our staff have to maintain their daily routine at work. May I have a visit inside? Yes, of course. Usually, in order to have an access to this aquarium, people have to queue for quite a moment. Especially during the summer vacation, every day we could receive 20,000 visitors from the four corners of the country. And after the main entrance into this ocean park, you still have to get your body temperature double-checked at the entrance of each small entities, each aquarium. Today the temperature is quite good. In old days, at this moment, there will be much more people visiting all the creatures. But now you are the only visitor to our aquarium for the moment. You are from the Department of Marketing. And every year, what is the normal level for the marketing? As I mentioned before, Dalian is famous for the tourism. So during the summer vacation, the parents would take their children to take a visit to our aquarium. People will start to queue since 8 o'clock and until the closure time every day. We have the whale, the white whale. This is the treasure of our aquarium. And moving forward, we could see the sea lion. Because we have no visitors now, the staff and the crew members will stay with the creatures, with the animals. Some of the creatures are in the status of the pregnancy, and we are extremely prudent to provide a good environment for those creatures. And we have immediately taken the nucleic acid test so that we can ensure a safe environment for work for each other and also ensure the security for the creatures. Now we are feeding the sea lions. And our lady keeper, she has the same name as the sea lion. All of them are called Yuan Yuan. Today we have no visitors, but still we have to make sure that everything goes as usual for our creatures, for the sea lions and the other animals, enough food for them and enough care. So this means that there's no burden cut for our staff. Instead, they may face an uprising workload. For the animals, I believe that they are clever enough because usually there will be so many people coming to visit them, but suddenly no visitors anymore. They will feel something is different, something goes wrong. So as the keepers, we have to give extra care for our creatures. This is a staff member that has worked for 18 years at the aquarium. And since our aquarium has shut down temporarily, what is your daily routine? The daily routine has remained the same as usual. For example, the body check, every day 3 meals for the creatures. And from time to time, we will run the health examination, the test for the animals to see whether they are in good health status. We also pay attention to their mental health. Because they are very clever, the same IQ level as a child of 5 to 6 years. So now they may be wondering why we have no visitors anymore to come to see them. So in this case, our staff have to visit them more to take care of them. Today, for the workers inside the ocean park, what is your status quo and what is your mentality? Actually, we have a rather good status of mind. We are very calm. Everybody that comes to work in this place must have already built a love for the creatures and also the passion for this job. I'm deeply convinced that with the collaboration of every individual and the authority of Dalian, we must win the battle against the COVID-19, and all the creatures could expect an early day of visit. Some keepers are inside to stay with the animals. But why are you outside? Actually, this is the food intake time. Some people could go inside to have a close contact and close distance observation with the animals. When they feed the animals, they could check some features of the animals, but it is also necessary to have some outsiders. That means someone to look at distance, whether there's some abnormal feature with the animals. All those animals come from the polar area, so they have very high requirements for the conditions, including the quality of the water and the food, etc. I've noticed that with no visitors coming nowadays, there must be a big decrease with the income, but you have to keep up with this feed to animals. This is a big cost. Yes, of course. We human beings, we could find multiple solutions to this problem. We could not make a discount on their food intake volume. We should not let them suffer. Those sea creatures are so cute. And now we are amidst the epidemic, and it's inevitable that we develop a certain concern for the conditions. And over there, the polar bear. He's also having some food. It's a couple. The couple of the polar bear. As we mentioned before, every year by this time, it's the hot season for tourism in Dalian. People will come to visit the seaside and also come to the ocean park of Dalian to pay a visit to the aquarium and the food and the creatures inside. But suddenly, due to the outbreak of the epidemic, people have to cancel their tickets. They have to cancel the whole trip to Dalian. But still, we have our live stream program, so you could stay tuned with us so that at distance you could still enjoy this very beautiful and interesting scenario with the animals. And we also have the daily report on the status of the animals. And today, upon the request of the authority, the city has also shut down the after-class training programs for the children. So in that case, we have collaborated with the training centers. So the children started to have online classes, not only the classes like mathematics and the Chinese language, literature, those traditional classes, but also some very interesting courses like education program about the animals and the aquatic creatures. For the next step, the science-based education is a key feature of our activity. For example, this is the CEO introduction class. For the children, local children in our city, they have a lot of advantages in the lessons because they are so close to the sea and so close to our ocean park. They could come very often to study. And since we have shut down this place temporarily, so this class could not take place with the children coming to the aquarium, but we are using the live stream program to give them online lessons. And now you are using your phone to give the feedbacks and take the knowledge about the sea creatures, and people are leaving messages on the platform. Today we have distinguished the sea lions and the seals for our viewers, for the young children, because it's a little bit confusing for them to tell the difference from different sea creatures. So in the past, the children will come to this classroom to take lessons about the sea creatures, but now we move the classroom to the air. We have the online classrooms. Yes, there are some differences. In the past, when we could get together, the ambience is better because we have the people around you. But now, since we put it online, more people can have access to the knowledge and to the lesson. In the very beginning, I'm not used to it, but we have some fans supporting us online, so things are going better. Yes, for the indoor places, we have shut them down temporarily, but for the staff members, they are sticking to the working position, and everyone has assumed his or her responsibility to fight against the COVID-19. Now the visitors are not coming to this place, but we still have the animals. We have the self-help measures. Our ocean park is a 5A scenic spot. Many people have purchased an annual visit card in order to facilitate their liaison with our ocean park and to show them the latest development of our creatures. So during this epidemic season, we have encouraged the keepers of those whales and the seals to update the latest status and development of those creatures to the fans. So today online, with the platforms, you could make an introduction to the most popular animals, and also you are sharing the science-related knowledge to the younger generation. And over there, taking the opportunity, we are upgrading some facilities. Today, people have more choices when choosing a tourist destination, so we also have to keep up with the trends. In the future, people can not only see the animals inside the aquarium, but also have some other opportunities to interact with the animals. So taking this free time, we are carrying on with the decoration and upgrading work. So I could imagine that in old days, here in this corridor, there must be plenty of people. This is the first floor, the floor for different kinds of fish. And we have opened our official account on TikTok. Hello, I'm from CCTV. We are now doing a live stream program. Please say hi to everyone. Hello, everyone. I'm a moderator. My name is Li Zhongwei. You're a keeper, right? Yes. And now you are also live on your program. So, dear fans, we have a visitor, a journalist from CCTV News. Why are you keen with this live stream program? Because I'd like to show people how the creatures are going on inside this aquarium, and all the fans, they are animal lovers. People also ask all kinds of different questions, and usually very interesting questions like, do the whales have ears? How long is their body, etc. We have the fans and viewers from different parts of China. There's so many messages. I could tell that people from Beijing, Guangzhou, Hebei, from different places of China. I remember there's a viewer from Gansu province. Is the mother of a young child. She says that because we are living in the landlocked province, we don't have the sea around, but thanks to your program, I could tell the difference from the dolphin and the whale. So it's very meaningful, your program. And I'm also happy that my introduction and my work could help some people to know better about these sea creatures. And there's also a kind of online tourism. All the children are staying at home because it's summer vacation, and because we have the COVID-19, people don't have so many chances to go out. So we use this kind of form to give further information and knowledge to our viewers. Good job.
景区内，我看到有科普，有人在做直播，带大家来逛景区，全国各地的网友都在线哈。
So interesting that you have developed such a diversity of activities despite the shutdown, the temporary shutdown of the aquarium. And over there, the staff members are doing the disinfection work. Yes, we have the disinfection work every 2 hours in a day. No one's here. Yes, the whole place is empty, but it's a good occasion for us to upgrade the facility. And over there, our keepers are playing with the dolphins. We have no visitors today, but still the keepers have to keep them company, because the little dolphins have a very high level of the IQ. That's about the same level of a child of 6 to 7 years old. And gradually they have developed this close ties, emotional ties with our keepers. Today, at this moment, the more important thing is to give them the company 24 o'clock during the day in order to have a mental massage to the dolphin, and they are playing around. We also have some dolphins that have become very popular online. For example, Cindy and Jasmine. They are very popular sea creatures online with our platform. If they have audience, they must be more enthusiastic. But they have those keepers to stay with them. And this shows that the keepers, or more largely, or the people living in the city, they are very brave and they have remained so confident against this epidemic. And they are convinced to fight against and win the battle against the epidemic. And especially our keepers, they have worked for so long with our dolphins and other sea creatures, so they have developed very deep ties, strong ties. We also hope that this epidemic would go away very soon so that the visitors could come back. So as far as I could tell, today we have temporarily shut down the aquarium, but all the normal routine work is going on. The workload is actually going up. We have the souvenir shop. Yes, usually you could find hustle and bustle inside those souvenir shop. People are very interested in those souvenirs, but today people are just on duty, and they could receive no visitors. And now we are leaving the aquarium and we would like to take a walk outside. After the main entrance, I have noticed two old gentlemen and one lady. So they are the local people, right? Yes. For the elderly person above 70 years old, they have free access, and also other citizens, they have purchased an annual visit card, so they could come to the ocean park anytime they would like. We also have the terrace-based dining area, a new feature for this year, but due to the limited number of the visitors, this whole place remains empty. But I believe that this period is a good time for us to take a rest and upgrade everything we have, so that once we chase away the epidemic, we could receive the visitors with better quality of services. Over there, it's a beach area. In the past, a lot of people playing around on the beach. Still some visitors. So over there, visitors with their children playing on the beach, right? Here we have the beer area. So usually in the evening, people will come here by the beach and take a bottle of beer. And it is planned that every night we could hold a festival here. We have shut down some aquarium temporarily, but we have not shut down the whole area of the ocean park. And here we have a lot of seagulls resting on the beach. The maximum number of the seagulls could reach 10,000. So every day, so many of them coming here for food. Are you from the city or you're from other places? I'm from Dalian. I'm a local person. I would like to find a good environment to have a walk. And now it's the epidemic time. Why you are coming to this place? I have confidence in the prevention and control measures of the authorities and also those organizations. So I believe that Ocean Park would ensure a good environment for us. What kind of changes have you noticed here? I'm very assured because they have installed many facilities for the check and the prevention. How many times you have visited this place? This is the third time. And have you noticed any new changes this time? Fewer people this time. So let's talk about the status quo of the epidemic. As a local citizen, what is your opinion about the COVID-19? Do you have the confidence to prevail over this epidemic? Yes, of course. Yes, I believe that finally we could have the victory against the COVID-19. The government has taken stricter measures. For example, everyone going through the nucleic acid test, only the people with negative results could have the chance to go out. Now we have much fewer visitors inside the ocean park, so it's a good place now for the photo shooting. But still, you must feel a little bit lonely because you are among the few people inside this ocean park. Yes, but now we can enjoy the whole nature here. Okay, thank you. So let's have a look over there. Some more visitors. Now we are walking by the seaside. We don't have too many visitors. We have just interviewed 2 local people. And over there, there's a family. So let's go over there and say hi to them and ask them some questions. Now I can feel the sea breeze. It's very soft and soothing, and the whole scenery is very beautiful. Actually, for the native Dalian people, every year by summer they will take a bath in the sea. So we are very close to the sea. Hello, may I ask you some questions? Are you native? Yes. So today you are taking your child out.
在我们的这个景区哈，然后有很多的大家其实景区也做了很多准备。虽然我们的室内场馆来关闭了，但是大家我们这景区
The whole scenic spot has been fully prepared. We have temporarily shut down the aquarium, but still we have some open areas to receive those few visitors coming to the place. The cable is still in operation. Just now we have visited the aquarium. Maybe we could move to the next stage of the visit, some outdoor areas and also the cable. The cableways are still in normal operation. So we are taking the shuttle bus. After this shutdown, fewer people are coming to the place. Even without all the limitative measures in place, people will have some hesitations for going out and visit. So does the COVID-19 have a big impact on your ocean park? Yes, of course. The tourism sector is the hardest hit in this epidemic. But we have the confidence in this special time because we have survived the SARS. And now again, in the face of another epidemic, surely we can tide over this difficult time. We are now in front of another stadium. It's a semi-closed area. We'd like to invite our manager, the general manager of the ocean park. I'm the general manager of the Dalian Laohutan Ocean Park. My name is Geng Xiangdong. Just now we have visited the aquarium for the polar creatures. We have noticed that for the whole ocean park you have put so many prevention and control measures in place. At different level, people have come up with a diversified range of ideas to cope with the decrease of visitors. Actually, we are now at the second wave. The first wave started after the traditional Chinese Spring Festival. So upon the request of the local government, we have shut down the whole area. And by the end of May, we have reopened the stadiums. So for about 6 months in total, we have prepared ourselves very well. And the second wave has still put all of us in surprise. But we have remained very calm. We have taken measures to ensure the security of our personnel inside and also our creatures. We have the body temperature checkpoint, and also people have to scan their code. We also have the disinfection work and so on, so many measures. We are responding to the call and requirement of our local government. For this aquarium, you didn't shut it down. Yes, because it's a semi-closed and semi-open area. And since we don't have so many visitors, we could keep it open every day. In the morning and in the afternoon, we have several rounds of disinfection work. If we have a bit more visitors for the day, then we could increase the frequency of the disinfection. These are the sea lions. So have they noticed this big cut in visitor number? Yes, certainly. In previous years, there will be so many more people come to see them. They must be feeling very strange. And in the past, when people come to see them, they will also bring some food and feed the sea lions. And today, because no visitors are coming, so we keepers are giving more snacks and extra meals to the sea lions. And we have also come up with other measures, for example, upgrade the facilities and improve the reproduction of the sea lions. And we are trying to create a very peaceful and high-quality environment for them. So finally, they could take this opportunity to take a rest. And this year, the priority has modified a little bit because we don't have to let our creatures do many performances for the audience, so they could take the time to have a rest, and we could ensure the reproduction, ensure the labor, the delivery of the baby cubs. And for those birds, they have better results for the reproduction, including the flamingos. You have a wide coverage of land as much as more than 10,000 square meters. But now in front of this vast but empty land, what is your feeling? We feel very sad about it. Because the visitors, the tourists, they are the source of income for us. If they don't come, then we have to suffer from this shrinking revenue for the ocean park. But still, this is an event that cannot be predicted. So we have to shift our focus and do anything we could to reduce the cost. We should not employ more people. We have to keep a very strict control on the cost, reduce the fees, reduce the expenditures. But for the other necessary work, we have to keep up with our efforts. For example, the training of the animals and the meals for the animals, the upgrading of the facilities. Today we are talking about the regular prevention and control of the epidemic. And for our ocean park, we have been created for more than 3 decades. And over the past 3 decades, more than 90% or even 95% of the tourists are coming from other places out of Dalian. And we have a very good advantage, that is that we are located in the downtown area. We are very close to the neighborhood. So today, considering the special conditions of the epidemic, because we could not welcome any more visitors from other provinces and cities, we have to develop our ocean park inside a city-based park. For example, we encourage the people from the province of Liaoning to visit our own scenic spots. We encourage more local native Dalian people to come to have a look at our ocean park, because still many of them have never visited our ocean park. We also would like to set up a program for the health building. For example, people could come to this park to use the facilities for the sports so that they could build up their health. This becomes a good place for not only entertainment but also for the healthcare. Thank you very much for this introduction. So today we have fewer visitors. And after following the introductions of the personnel and the leaders of this ocean park, we could tell that people are very resilient and they are doing everything possible to win the battle against the COVID-19. We could feel that they are still very confident and they are convinced that they will win the battle finally. And I believe that you must be very curious about the daily life of the citizens today. I'd like to pay a visit to the pharmacy and also to the supermarket. And during this time, I'd like to show you the live picture of the people taking the nucleic acid test. So, see you later. Stay tuned.